Presentation's sake, this is my water level, more or less. We got a tube, we got a bucket filled with water, put a little hole in the lid, put the tube all the way to the bottom, have something on the other side of the tube to help keep it in the hole, just to be safe. And that tube goes over there, where it's only a temporary thing, so I'm not going to have to use it like a ton, so I just taped the tube to the stick. So, basically this is going to work. Being just taped to the stick and everything, this isn't going to be necessarily super exact as if I secured it another way. But, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my level there. This is, I know, my shallowest hole. So, I want to make sure how the other holes compare before, because I need at least 6 inches of gravel in each one. So I need to have them though all at the same level. So I want to figure out which one is going to need the most gravel, just serve as a test before I start out. This will be a lot more useful once I actually have the gravel in and leveled out. But, you know, I wanted to do it sort of once, just make sure, get an idea of where my holes are. So basically what I will do is I will suck on this end of a little bit just until I get a siphon. Water will flow through the tube, settle at a level. I'm going to hold my finger over that to keep it from moving too much. And move over to these holes next after I mark where the water stops here. Obviously it's a two-hand operation, but this is basically how it works. I'll show you in a minute. Alright, so to show you how this works, we're going to take it up, water flow out a little bit. Actually, I'm going to do that, get a couple of air bubbles down there, which for my purposes really doesn't matter that much. I'm kind of at the extreme of how far I can pull this without actually pulling the bucket over. Unfortunately, I should have had a little bit more, but this will just do me. That's all the way down there at the end of the trailer. Have it setting up a little bit, see if I can get this to focus on that. So there you go. Anyways, as you can see, water always finds its own level, and as a result, what you get is this, which I will mark that point, and I will know that that should basically be my base point, and then I can measure for each of the holes how far off that point it is. This is where this gets fun. I actually don't have enough tube to reach from where I need to, so what I do know is I know, this focus as well, that is point D. That is the lowest point over that on that corner. So my posts are going to be A, B, C, D, E, F. So anyways, basically easy way to keep organized in my head. So that's D, and that was the shallowest. And the further it goes up, the deeper the hole is. Yeah, the deepest so far has been F over there on the other corner. Actually these two over here, A and B, have not been that too far apart. In fact, A is very close to E. So F is going to be the only one, because that's getting close to 6 inches, an extra 6 inches of gravel, maybe 8, actually 9 inches, not quite a foot, but of gravel. So that's going to be a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. He doesn't want me just filling with dirt and then doing gravel on top of that, putting the dirt back in. So that does mean it's got to be gravel. But anyway, so my stick is not long enough to reach the other hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my bucket over to this area. So it will be long enough. I'm going to mark B, but on the other side, so I know the difference between B and C over there. And then I can figure out from there. So since I already have the difference between D and B, since all I'm looking for is differences here. So anyways, good times. My bucket over here, I put up a little high on the dirt just so I don't have to worry about it as I'm dragging the line across, losing my siphon. But anyway, so I made sure that I left this sitting on the same exact point of ground as where I got that B. And you can see the water level is now changed. So I'll make another mark over here on the left hand side for that, and then I'll know the difference between B and C. And I could also, of course, just reference back to D, since that's my starting point, but I'm being lazy. So here we go. There is my B mark. This is surprisingly actually not that much more shallow, which I thought it would have been, but it's not that much more shallow than those two over there. Of course, these were the ones that were primarily dug with an excavator by DJ, so obviously he knows his hole depth. So anyway, so That gives me an idea about what the difference is, about how much gravel I'm going to need in each of these. So now I can start throwing gravel in here. Good times. I can't remember what all steps I got along the way. So basically, filled with gravel. The gravel actually goes under the dirt here, sort of at an angle. He wanted me to put water on the gravel as well, help it settle in. So I put dirt around the gravel just so that as I was, pouring water on the gravel, I didn't knock it down below level. So I have at least 6 inches all around in each of the holes. So I'm a bit more. That gravel pile was originally about the same size as that gravel pile. So a lot of gravel moved. Sorry, I'm a little bit clamped. Getting acid reflux. So that makes it a little interesting. So anyways, yeah, I've been playing in the mud. A lot of this was just filled up with gravel. Put down probably a good 9 to 12 inches in that one and close in the next one. But anyways, so it's sawed all the way down, and that way I only have to do, these will actually be like 40-inch piers to get down there, which is fine. I have more than enough sonotube for that, and I'm gonna have to buy more concrete than I actually need just because of their minimum load. So anyways, got that. This one's done too. They're all done. And relatively leveled. I leveled them before I put in the water, so as you can see from where the mud is sitting, obviously they weren't quite perfectly level, and putting the water in there didn't help. But anyways, it knocked some stuff around. But so let this settle, come back, tamp it down, then he can start on the concrete work, and I can get this on foundations, and then I can actually come out here to live once I get my electricity in. Although the main thing is obviously water and sewer, we'll make it a little easier because it's not going to be a 40-minute round trip to do work. So I can a little bit in the morning, a little in the evening, finish stuff up.